Chris. Welcome to the Chuckle Smugglers Comedy Showcase! And now, please put your hands together for your host, Richmond's own James Copeland!
Thank you. How's everybody doing tonight? Man, that sounded like a pack of wolves. There's a lot more ooh in that one. I like to hear it. Well, welcome to Black Iris, guys. We have a great show for you tonight. You'll have to take my word for it. We're going to go along together on this beautiful rainy day. Did you get me? What's my good side? All right. That was just for April. Guys, just so you know, we got a lovely bar in the back. We have signature drinks named after each of our featured comedians tonight. If you get all four, you get a special prize. I think it's called a DUI. And just up front, if you haven't been to a comedy show before, try not to talk too much during the comedian set. You know, if you need to have a conversation, just take it out back. No issues there. But yeah, if you guys don't mind, I'm gonna jump right into it. Yeah. Thank you. Guys, why is it that when women say they're not wearing any panties, it's considered sexy? But when I say it, the Walmart clerk tells me I have to buy the pants I just tried on? Doesn't that seem like a double standard? In other news, I am starting a company. It caters exclusively to boomers. Our first product is going to be a bumper sticker that says, "Nag's head, the two things my wife does best." Yeah, we're in pre-production on that. Keep your eyes out. I was thinking about it. I think millennials are the first generation that bike to work when they have less than 2 DUIs. Like, if you see a Gen X biking to work, 7 a.m., Oxford button up, sweating his ass off, that guy's drunk right now. That guy's collecting DUIs like Pokemon cards. Either that or his wife got the car in the divorce. I'm not sure. But then you see a millennial biking to work and, you know, they're just chipper. They're just like, "I'm helping reduce emissions." They're like, "Chill out, Captain Planet. Save some crotch sweat for the rest of us." You know how millennials are always hoarding crotch sweat, right? That's why people don't like millennials. I have an older neighbor. I try to make a small talk with her, but I never know what to say. You know, I try to stay away from politics because I don't really know what her beliefs are. So I stick to weather. Weather is safe, right? So I go up to her, I'm like, "Hey, Miss Andrews, you hear the heat index is going up to 111 degrees next week?" She turns to me, she's like, "The earth is punishing our sins. The world has a fever that shall kill the infirm." I'm like, "Okay, stay cool, Miss Andrews. Thanks again for the goat blood cookies." She's a witch. I made her a witch at the end. I don't know if you guys... Okay, you guys got it. You know, guys, believe it or not, I have not always said the best thing. Like, when I was younger, I would use the phrase, "You're so gay," in a negative way, but I was young, I didn't even really know what that meant. But I think it'd be great if we could turn that phrase around, turn it into a positive thing. You know, say like, "You're so gay, you use fashion to express yourself rather than making boring choices out of fear." Right? Or, "You're so gay, you found a chosen family and turned that into a place of radical acceptance." Or, "You're so gay, your favorite part of the Super Bowl show that Janet Jackson was in was when she played Rhythm Nation." You know, positivity, bring it back a little bit. Guys, great news. My 1-year wedding anniversary is coming up. Thank you. Yeah, at my wedding, my dad gave a speech. He was like, "James, when he was younger, He was in marching band. He learned how to ride unicycle and juggle. Afterwards, I had to go up to him. I was like, Dad, you're making me look like a fucking nerd. I'm trying to get laid tonight. Yeah, didn't work out, unfortunately. Just kidding, guys. I totally got laid on. You're so cynical. I can't believe it. The wedding dress is traditionally white. It's a symbol of purity before marriage. I thought it'd be more appropriate, though, if my wife's wedding dress was like the color of an old yellow treasure map with a little blood smeared on it. Is that's what color a mattress is after 8 years of period fucking. All right, I'll get a new mattress. Chill out, guys. My wife does make a lot more money than me. Some people ask me if that makes me feel emasculated, and I always say, no, of course not. The only time I feel emasculated is when she calls me Jessica while she pegs me up the ass. Yeah, then I feel a little emasculated. Me and my wife are not that traditional. Like when we got married, she didn't take my name. I did change my name, though, to James Beta Cuck Rogers. Yeah, it's a family name, kind of had to. Guys, I'm going to bring up our first comedian tonight. He's one of the funniest guys in Richmond. He recently told everyone he was moving 2 weeks ago. Now he's back. I'd like to give it up for the very funny Tyler Bauer.
What's up, what's up? When I say chuckle, you say smugglers. Chuckle. Smugglers. Chuckle. Smugglers. Chuckle. Smugglers. Fuck around with. Find out. You're gonna learn today. Let's get into it. Let's get down to brass tacks here. How the fuck do boneless ribs exist? Ribs are a bone. Anytime I see the McRib is back, all I can think is colon cancer is back. God removed his rib to make Adam, and then God removed his McRib to make Kid Rock. I think drinking non-alcoholic beers in the morning is still indicative of a problem. I quit drinking a year ago. The other day I was drinking a non-alcoholic beer in front of my family at 10 in the morning. They were like, what the fuck? It probably didn't help that I was shotgunning it. That was the only way I drank beer. I still had to shotgun it. Yeah, it's indicative of a problem. It's an indicator that I used to be cool and fun to hang out with. You should have seen me when I was drinking. I was cool and fun to hang out with. Trust me, there's people that can attest to this in the back. I think birds are cool. I think birds just show each other beats all day. Bird will be like, yo, check this out. Another bird will be like, yo, check this out. Another bird will be like, yo, check this out. Another world premiere! Trapaholics. It would be cool if birds, instead of whistling, just did producer tags. The signs in neighborhoods that say, drive like your kids live here. What if my kid is cool and wants to see me drift? What if my kid is really into 90s Japanese import cars and he wants to see me drift? What if he's into Supra body kit mods? What if my kid wants to own a Mazda RX-7 one day with anime stickers on it? with half-naked anime women on his Mazda RX-7. My son will goon and drift in those two things alone. He's born to goon and drift. I just got diagnosed with psoriasis. Give it up for that. Thank you so much. I couldn't have done it without my family and friends. Mainly my family, because genetics. It's a genetic disease, and it sounds so much worse than it actually is. Psoriasis, that sounds dangerous. I thought my heart was going to explode or something. It just means you have gross, red, peeling, boiled skin. It means you're a sick freak. Now I gotta live my life like it's a fucking B-roll in a commercial. I gotta walk a golden retriever in the woods. I gotta paddle boat with the golden retriever. I gotta learn how to finger paint quick. You've never seen a plaque psoriasis ad? Originally it was diagnosed as athlete's foot, which I knew was a lie. Started on my foot. It was diagnosed as athlete's foot. I don't know if you know this by looking at me. I'm not an athlete. I said, doctor, that's a damn lie. I don't know where in your education it said this is an athlete's body, but you're wrong. You're doing homeopathic medicine. The only athletic thing I've ever done in my life is wear a mouth guard to sleep. I never learned how to grind a rail, but I can grind my teeth pretty good. We all know that philosopher Freud. You know Freud, the philosopher. He spent his whole life on this philosophy, basically trying to convince all of us that we want to fuck our mom. I will not be deceived, Freud. I will not fuck my mom, Freud. Because it's crazy. The reasons that Freud gives are always just kind of arbitrary. Freud be like, you're 6 foot tall, you want to fuck your mom. In Freud's philosophy, he's like, you're left-handed, you want to fuck your mom. Freud be like, you want to fuck your mom? You don't want to fuck your mom. You wouldn't even know what to do with all that. You couldn't handle all that, Mom! M-O-M, Mom. Give her the Freudian slip. Guys, I've been Tyler Bauer. We're going to hand it back to your host of the show. Do you love you? Goodbye. Your host, James Copeland.
Let's hear it one more time for Tyler Bauer, the best dressed man in Richmond. We got a very funny comedian coming up. You might remember him from introducing the show. Let's hear it for Will Miner. And the crowd goes mild. Oh my God, holy shit. I'm sorry, I came back. I know. Keep it going for James, everybody. Come on. That guy is always ready to disc golf. I don't know about you. That guy looks like he's always ready to go throw a disc. And keep it going for my buddy Tyler, everybody. Come on, he's got psoriasis. He wants to have sex with his mother. I pay attention. He's my friend. He's dying. I was killing him. We used to drink. Oh, don't worry, dude. You're still as fun. Why won't you drink with me? Acknowledge my problem. How's it going, everybody? My name is Will. How's it going? I guess a little bit about me, a little bit about myself. I am an Aquarius. I'm an Aquaria. Any other Aquarius out there? Hell yeah, a couple up front, right on. Hell yeah, always the ever silent ones, nice. See if you agree with this. I recently Googled what an Aquarius was. You could Google that job. I recently Googled, see if you agree with this. Apparently Aquarius, we're very moody, we're very self-reliant, and we have trouble looking people in the eye. Yeah, I know, because I don't know about you, sister, but like I read that review and I was like, holy shit, I'm not an Aquarius, I'm autistic. This whole time, wow. This guy's just a little bit bluer. Also, I'd like to say with that joke, I always like to say with that joke, if that joke upsets any of you, if that joke offends anybody in this crowd, please come talk to me after the show and I will explain to you the entire plot of Dragon Ball Z. I don't know, if I haven't convinced you by that, I don't know what to tell you. I was recently devastated, everybody. I was recently devastated. I was at a show. I was doing a show. Oh my gosh, I was at a show and some guy was like, you look like hipster Mario. No, I'm just kidding. I was at a show and some guy called out from the audience. He cried out. He was like, you look like a porn star. You look like a porn star. You with that porn stash. You look like a porn star. And I had to look at this guy and be like,
What year are you watching porn? Right? Come on, this is not hip. This is a VHS tape. Come on, right? This is a laser disc. This is not TikTok. I saw you get very, wow. And now a hush goes over. I bring up porn. Everybody gets all quiet on me. That's okay, don't be bashful. I know, God, what an asshole. I had some guy that was like, you look like Ron Jeremy. And I was like, you watch terrible porn. It's about me. Oh my gosh. I've also got a big butt. Anybody else got a big tuchus? I'm trying to get the crowd on my side. This is how I do it. This is my crowd work. Anybody else got a big tuchus out there? He pointed at you. Will you stand up? No, I'm just kidding. You're a bad friend. No, you're both beautiful. Tiny butt and tiny tush. Oh goodness. I thought there'd be more cake in this bakery. I thought there'd be more. A bunch of tiny heinies out there. That's a-okay. Does anybody actually have a big butt? Anybody else out there? That's a-okay. It's hard for those of you that don't know. It's hard having a big butt for those of you that don't know. It can be hard having a big butt, okay? Sometimes chairs are uncomfortable. No matter where I go, people are always dropping pens in front of me saying, why don't you bend over and pick up that pen, Will? Why don't you bend over for us and pick up that pen? Wherever I go, I'm always being approached by hip-hop artists on the street saying, get on the hood of my car, Will. Get on the hood of my car backwards. Okay, those of you who aren't laughing have not seen a hip-hop music video. I will send you all a link. I will send you all each an individual link after the show. Oh, it was so funny. I was doing a show and some guy was like, you look like a cop. And I was like, but you can see my face. Come on. Come on, America. I'm getting real with it. I'm getting real. Oh, my gosh. I'm getting so real with you all. Bring it all town. I do love performing in this city. I've gotten to perform all over the city. It's really cool. Actually, the first place I ever got to host, no joke, first place I ever got to host is a little place called J. Kogi. Anybody here ever been there? It's over in Jackson Ward. Anybody here ever been to J. Kogi? Yeah. Seems silent lots. Hell yeah. You're brave. I love you. Oh my gosh. First time I was ever hosting. It was my very first night, and it was a lot of chaos. I didn't really know what I was doing. And a guy came over to me. He was fucking trashed, everybody. He was blitzed. But I was so young, I didn't know to refuse him. So I just let this really drunk guy get on the mic. 2 minutes into the show, he drops his pants. I know, it was really embarrassing. I had to go up there and be like, get out of here, I'm so sorry, everybody. But I will tell you what, everybody, that was probably the realest comedian I have ever met in my life. That was probably the realest comic. Because after the show ended, he came up to me and he was just like, hey man, can I get paid for my time? I know, right? You gotta admire that gumption. Gotta admire that. Oh my goodness. Anybody ride their bikes here tonight? Huh. I know I was late. I had to parallel park my canoe. I got stuck behind a galleon coming down 95. Come on, people, it's raining. It's very wet out. You can see me if you see me after the show in a rowboat going down Broad Street on my way home. I rode my bike here. I normally ride my bike to all my shows. I get to ride my bike to a lot of my shows. Obviously, any other bikers out there? Any other cyclists in the crowd? Oh no, God damn, I have never felt less love. Holy shit. Oh my God, I don't know about you fellow bikers. I feel like I'm on a bike right now and these guys are all in cars. They're all very upset with me and want me to stop at the stoplight. I never will. I'm never going to. I will never stop at the stoplights. But it's really fun. I get to it's really cool because I love doing shows in Richmond because I get to bike to a lot of the shows I do all over the city. It's really convenient. I get to bike to a lot of the breweries and the bars. But I always notice you always get the same look whether you're riding a bike to a bar, whether you're biking away from a bar. People just look at you and they're just like, wow, that guy definitely is a DUI. That guy. Okay, a couple of DUIs in the crowd. So it's a docket. I get it. Any mental disorders out there? Who's got a mental disorder out there? Hell yeah. There's the audience. I knew you all were there. Come on. Where's my depressed people? Where's the depressed people? Make some noise. Where's the depressed people? Where's the anxiety? Come on, anxious people. Where's my PTSD? Where's my bipolar? I'm feeling the Holy Spirit, Black Iris. Mercy. Hallelujah. See, there we go. There's a show. See? Oh my gosh. I know what you're thinking, audience. Wow, well, you shouldn't make fun of mental disorders. You're not supposed to make fun of mental disorders. Don't make fun of mental disorders. But I'm going to try. I'm going to try with you all now because, audience, I understand mental disorders are very serious topics. These are very serious things. They're very tremendous burdens for people to bear, right? But at the same time, can't help but feel Mental disorders are why I like some of my friends and family. Okay, none of you agree. Fuck me, I guess. I love doing this, because no, seriously, because I love doing this with crowds. I love doing this with audience. Anybody here have depression? Any depression in the crowd? Any depression at all? Anybody have depression out there? I heard a little woo over to the side. Hell yeah. I heard a little woo over here. That's A-okay. I love, forget them. I love my friends with depression. They always have food. They've always got cake and ice cream. It's a good time. Any anxiety? Any anxiety in the hizzy? I'm feeling a shit ton right now, I'll be honest. Any anxiety? That's A-okay. For those of you with anxiety, I love my friends with anxiety. They always know what time it is. Looking at that watch. Any PTSD? Any PTSD in the hizzy? One little cry in the back, they'd say, okay, I have an uncle with PTSD. I love my family with PTSD. They love a good surprise. I know. Every holiday says, Halloween. I am going to hell. Oh boy. Any ADHD out there? Any ADHD? Come on for the ADHD. Oh my God, you got everything. Hell yeah, you should do comedy. Oh my God. You and I should sell these paintings. Jesus Christ, the price tags. If I hang myself on the wall, can I charge $6,000? Oh my God. I picked the wrong artistic medium, Black Iris. I need to fucking, I don't know, smear peanut butter on myself and paste it on the wall. That'll sell for $5,000. Oh my goodness. Actually, we were talking about, wow, speaking of ADD, Jesus, can't remember what I'm talking about. Oh my gosh, I actually found out I have ADD in a really fucked up way. I found out because I was talking to my parents and we were just shooting the shit. We were just going about days gone by. And my parents just were kind of oh yeah, the school tried to diagnose you, but we were like, no, fuck that. And I got kind of upset by that, you know what I mean? Because I was like, what the hell, Mom and Dad? I'm almost 30 years old. What the fuck? I could have gone my whole life not knowing I have ADD. How could you never tell me I have ADHD? And they just looked at me and they said, Will, Bud, we've told you 15 times. You have ADD. Oh my goodness. I'm a little upset with my parents. I'm a little upset with my folks right now. We got into a little tiff. Oh my gosh. See if you agree. See if you all agree with this. Every time I have a conflict in my life, I love my parents, but they always take the other side of the argument. No matter what's going on in my life, does anybody else have to deal with this? No matter what I'm talking about, they always will take the other side. No joke, I'm going through a whole thing with my apartment right now. I might be losing my housing. It's a whole big thing. I was on the phone explaining this to my parents, and they were just well, Will, it's hard being a landlord. Which is fair, because I live at home, but come on, Mom and Dad. I'm doing Black Iris this week. It's gonna skyrocket me out of here. I got a million jokes about parking a boat. That'll get me out going one of these days. Oh my goodness. I do really believe that people can get along. I don't know about you all. Clap it up if you actually think that most people get along with one another. I truly believe that. Right? I think most people genuinely get along with one another. I love telling it, one of my best friends is, okay, don't clench your buttholes too tight for this one, all right? One of my best friends is Palestinian. He was like, Will, I want you to come with me to my mosque. I want you to come with me to my mosque, get some God in your life, come with me to mosque. And oh my goodness, everybody, for all the Christians in the crowd, oh my God, has anybody here ever been to a Catholic mass? Anybody here ever been to Catholic mass? It's the exact same thing, holy shit. Oh my God, if you've ever been to a Catholic mass, it is the exact same thing as going to mosque. Also, fellas, if you go to mosque, they make all the chicks sit in the back, hey-o. I didn't ask them to do that. I didn't get in there and be get all these women in the back, I need to pray. I loved going to mosque. It was so crazy, growing up Catholic, you have to give them shit, but when you go to mosque, they give you a free bag for your shoes. It was wonderful. And it was so cool. It was just like a Catholic, the whole experience was literally like a Catholic mass. It was just like a big game of Simon Says. It was absolutely delightful. Everybody in the crowd got shoulder to shoulder with one another, and then this guy got on a podium and he was like, Allah says everybody kneel, so everybody would kneel. And then he says, Allah says everybody stand up, so everybody would stand up. Then he pauses and he goes, everybody kneel. And one guy would kneel and he'd be like, I didn't say Allah said, oh, God is great, God is good. But in Muslim. It's all bringing us all together. Oh my goodness. I know, it's actually really funny. I get to do despite I don't know, I get to do a lot of shows. I get to do a lot of shows all over the place, all over crazy bars and shit. Speaking has anybody here ever been to a bar called Banditos? For any Richmond heads, anybody here ever been to Banditos? Oh my goodness, woo is the correct response. Like, it is a woo kind of bar. For those of you who haven't been to Banditos, like, it's kind of a wilder place. It's a rougher kind of place. It's like punk rock, kind of heavy metal vibe. And like, I was going to a show a couple weeks ago, and as I was walking by the bar, there was this like short little Joe Rogan dude out front of the front door, just wailing on the front door, just going like, fuck you, fuck this, fuckity, fuck you. And then a woman came out of the bar, and she pushed him away from the door, and she said, you get out of here, you steal shots, you're an alcoholic. And then he came back at her and was like, fuck you, you're a drug dealer, you're a drug addict, fuck you, fuck you. Then this woman looked at him, and she said, that's it, I'm done, I'm breaking up with you. And that wasn't even the best part of the whole thing. The best part was probably when like this guy was like, fine, I'm fucking leaving. Then he got on a beach cruiser bike. Because like, I don't know about you folks, I was like, I don't want to side with anybody in that breakup because clearly both those people are off their rocker, but like, God, if you're in your 50s and you have to like pedal away from your most recent breakup, that's pretty riggedy rough. Oh my goodness. How much time do I have, James? Do I have time for one more? Do I have time for one more? Hell yeah, dude. Oh my goodness, I think I have time for a couple more with you guys. Do you guys want to hear a joke about Pop-Tarts, or do you want to hear a joke about condoms? You want Pop-Tarts? Oh, I'm hearing Pop-Tarts. Oh gosh, oh boy. Do I have time for both? Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah, I'm gonna do both then. Hell yeah. I don't know if you all heard, but tragically, the creator of the Pop-Tart passed away. I don't know if you all heard this. Yes, I know, and a sigh goes over the crowd. Oh my goodness, Bill Post passed away, the creator of the Pop-Tart. And I don't know if you all heard this huge controversy about the creator of the Pop-Tart. I don't know if you're all aware of this. Huge controversy about his funeral. Because I don't know if you heard. As they were lowering his casket into the ground, 2 minutes later, it just popped right back up. And you want to know the worst part, audience? It was full of apple cinnamon Pop-Tarts, the worst flavor. Am I right, America? Oh, okay, that's what divides the crowd. Pop-Tart flavors. It's not Republican or Democrat. It's strawberry versus blueberry. We know which one's better, right, audience? Probably blueberry. They didn't like my Pop-Tart joke. Let me see if I can bring it back on the condoms one. I'll leave you alone after this, everybody. How do we feel about condoms, ladies and gentlemen? This is my big finale. How do we feel about condoms, ladies and gentlemen? Yay or nay? Clap it up. What do you feel about condoms? How do we like them, or yay or nay? Okay, we're getting some yays. We're getting some no's. Okay, wow, I really divided the room on that one. Holy shit. I don't know about you all, friend. I also agree. I love condoms. I adore condoms. You want to know why I also like condoms? I like to confirm the kill. I like to look it in the eye and say, not tonight, son. You're not fucking this life up. Just tag him and bag him and throw him away. Alrighty. I've given you all I've got, everybody. Let's get your fabulous host, James Copeland, back up here.
Let's hear one more time for Will Miner, everyone. I do like this art, though. This is way better than art last time. What do you guys think this is? Does that look like the very start of a circle jerk, or what do you think? Google that for yourselves. That's just a little treat for later for you guys. Our next comedian, he's newer on the scene. I thought I'd bring him in on this show, give him a chance. Let's hear it, everybody, for Danny McCabe!
Oh my gosh, Black Iris, how are we doing tonight? Guys, I just turned 27 this month. Yeah, officially a member. I realized that like 27 is a really fun age, right? Because if it's the 1 year that you die, right, kind of makes it all worth it, right? Because, you know, you get to be in the 27 club. Like, I mean, think about that. Like, you know, I wouldn't mind being in the 27 club only for the chance to have my face on a shirt at Hot Topic. Like, think about it. Like, you know, you go to Hot Topic, you see the shirts above, it's just like Kurt Cobain, you know, Bob Marley, Jimi Hendrix, and then all of a sudden it's like Danny McCabe. And I think that'd be really cool. Like, I want teenagers to buy shirts with my face on it just so, like, 40-year-old incel guys can come up to them and be like, you don't know Danny McCabe, you're not a real fan. Name 4 of his jokes. You know, what was his cat's name? I don't know, I think that'd be really cool. Like, that's a really good way to be remembered. You know, I would love to have a comedy album come out posthumously. Cool. Guys, I saw something cool in the news recently. I saw, did you guys hear this whole thing about like a CEO at the Coldplay concert? Yeah. I mean, like, what a wild time to be alive, right? Like, get called out like that, you know, for cheating. I mean, his life's probably over. Like, do you think he's probably, like, sitting at home now, like, singing, like, Viva La Vida to himself about his marriage? Just like, I used to rule the world. Like, you know, like, I kind of imagine that. I mean, I think the worst thing to come out of this is not like, oh, you got caught cheating at a Coldplay concert. No, you got caught cheating at Coldplay. Like, I mean, it's just like, look, I know we had an agreement in our marriage, but your music taste, I just can't be with someone like that. All right, big Coldplay fans. Speaking of music, it's a wild time in the music industry. Did you guys hear about what happened to the band The New Pornographers? Oh yeah, stay with me on this one. So the drummer from The New Pornographers, which is like some like indie folk rock band, right? He got arrested. Do you know what he got arrested for? You're not gonna believe this. Child pornography. I know, the drummer of The New Pornographers got arrested for child pornography. What's next? Member of the Killers gets arrested for murder? The remaining members of Def Leppard, they're opening a sanctuary for disabled big cats. This just in, all the Beastie Boys are now furries. Hell yeah. Wouldn't it be great? I mean, I guess that's the one instance of like a band not living up to its name. Like, you don't want that anymore, but Forever Tainted, right? Forever Tainted. Summer of Love. Are we feeling the love out here this summer, guys? That was the most, like, disheartening, like, she hasn't replied to my Hinge message, like, all shit, all day. I feel like I'm having a summer of love. It's been good. I just got out of, like, a situationship, like, for the first time in, like, a while, right? And, like, everything's cool and everything. It's just, like, you know, it's always weird, the lies that we tell ourselves when, like, we're trying to get someone to like us. Like, especially, like, when, like, ladies do it to me. Like, you know, she's like, can I call you daddy? I'm like, first of all, daddy is my father. You can call me Danny, all right? 2 N's, not 2 D's. You know, the one thing that really tripped me up is, like, you know, like, doing her thing, and, like, she then said to me, she goes, this pussy is all yours. I was like, first of all, girl, bodily autonomy, come on. Second of all, this is a renter's market, not a buyer's market, all right? All right, this pussy is a timeshare, all right? I get my 3 weeks, and then it's the next guy's turn. This pussy is like an Airbnb. If I don't clean up afterwards, I'm gonna get hit with a fee. This pussy is like a halfway house. If I don't enter clean and sober before midnight, I'm not allowed back in. Hell yeah. All right. Good stuff, good stuff. Oh, man. I've always been seeing some, like, weird things, like TV's getting weirder, like commercials are getting weirder, right? Like, I saw this commercial about a month ago for edible arrangements. You guys know what those are? Yeah, you know, your last-minute Mother's Day gift. Like, edible arrangements. So the premise of this commercial, stay with me on this. So there's 2 people, they take like a 23andMe DNA test, right? They're a married couple, and then they find out that their great-great-grandfather is the same person, right? So they're technically related. And then the narrator comes over after like this like shocking announcement. It's like, ew, our marriage, like our kids are gonna be like, ooh, you know. But like, it's like the marriage, you know, like they're like, did you find out you're related to your cousin? Or like you're married to your cousin? It's like, why not send them a warm melon basket? Like, Oedipal arrangements, more like Oedipal arrangements. Like a Freud basket. You know, it's true, they actually don't use any incesticide on their fruit. All right, guys, my name's been Danny McCabe. Thank y'all so much. Let's give it up for James Copeland.
Thanks for fucking up the stand, Danny. Jesus Christ. All right. Good thing I'm a professional, unlike Danny. All right. Let's hear one more time for Danny. No hard feelings. I'm very excited about our next comic. He's one of the best one-liner comics in Richmond. Let's hear it for Louie Carroll, everybody!
Donnie McCabe. More like bumbling idiot, am I right? So, James was talking about this little, I don't know what this is, but it's an anus, right? Right? Nobody saw that? Alright, nobody saw that. Alright. I'm gonna start, just go straight to it. Somebody here seen a praying mantis before? Yeah, like I saw my first one like yesterday. Like praying mantises are cool, right? So cool. Yeah. Not the one I saw. They weren't praying. They were doing a Nazi salute. Some of you are like, that didn't happen, and the rest of you are like, you have the stash. Come on. One-liners. I'm gonna talk about myself a little bit. How many artists in the room? Hold on. With the paintings. Yeah, before I make art, I like to do a little ritual. I like to wear a beret and go into a bathroom stall before I draw shit on the wall. And I draw all kinds of stuff, you know, stuff like dongs and wangs and cock, and those are all synonyms, but you get the idea. I am an artist. You can see my art in this room. Well, the bathroom. Another thing, I'll keep talking about myself. Anybody here jog? Any jogging people? That never gets anything. But I used to jog, but I don't do it anymore, you know? I got pulled over for jogging. Can you believe that? Pulled over for jogging? In their defense, I did tear through caution tape straight into a crime scene. I thought I was running a marathon, guys. I tore through the caution tape, the detective showed me his badge, I thought I was getting a gold medal. Like, I'm stupid. I am a slow jogger. Oh yeah. Yeah, I have stupid thoughts. I have stupid thoughts like this one. I think Christmas is like showing up to court because they have the same procedures. You know when you like go to the mall to sit on Santa's lap? I feel like that's like being on oath because they say the same thing. Do you swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth? Have you been good this year? Are you on the good list? Are you on the naughty list? Are you innocent or guilty? What do you want for Christmas? What are you wanted for? Like, it's the same thing. It's totally the same thing. But like, the thing about Christmas is like, I don't like Santa, alright? I don't like it. Because he gives white privileged kids gifts. Why don't you actually do some good deeds, you know, some actual good deeds, like, I don't know, fly some immigrants over the border or something? We all know Santa can beat ice. He trained at the North Pole, come on. Slow joggers. I'm gonna keep talking about serious stuff. Ascots, it's hard to make scouts cool when you wear ascots, right? Right? You know what's cool? Pretzels. It's a food tied in a knot. You throw in tying a knot into anything, and you make your life better. It's like a life hack. Shoelaces untied, tie your shoelaces. Life hack. Balloon animals looking too round, tie a knot. Life hack. You bankrupt your company by investing the wrong stocks, find a tree and tie a rope to it. Life hack. Oh yeah. Hell yeah. I'm gonna talk about, I guess, relationships. You don't pick up somebody who takes too long to get ready? Everybody bites. But yeah, like, it gets a little annoying, right? Just a little annoying. I feel like you have to draw the line somewhere, you know? Just kind of go, listen here, drama. The bank is closing soon. And she'd be like, but I forgot my ski mask. I'm just joking, guys. My grandma doesn't rob banks. She's a street level thug. Keep talking about relationships. I have a friend who's a firefighter. Clap it up. Wow, they say people from fire, but nothing. But yeah, I have a friend who's a firefighter. Do you guys want to know how we met? Yeah, I was just like minding my own business, and you went, sir, step away from the ledge. And we've been friends ever since. Oh, you know when you're supposed to like bring a gift to a birthday party, and then you like bring it and you look at the guy's eyes and you're like, he's not into the gift, you know? Like, I don't know if it's the toaster I brought or me, but when I walked in with the toaster plugged in, everybody cleared the jacuzzi for some reason. Like, I know, maybe it's because I yelled, cannonball. Or suicide pact, I don't remember, I'm fuzzy. What I'm trying to say is, death is dark, right? Like, suicide is dark. Actually, writing a suicide note is dark, like super dark, right? Unless you fold it into an origami swan, right? It's kind of poetic, you know? You didn't jump off the balcony. You flew like a swan. We're gonna keep talking about death. I'd hate to be an undertaker, you know, a person that works at a graveyard, because I'm afraid of catching a necrophiliac. Anybody know what a necrophiliac is? Yeah, like, that's terrifying, right? That's like really terrifying. I think the only thing more terrifying than that is like walking in on your parents having sex when you're an orphan. I feel like half of the room knows what necrophiliac is, and then the other half is like, it's not, I didn't escape biology. Anybody here have kids? No one? Alright, was anybody here adopted? Wow, alright. Like, there's always, I mean, you've heard stories about people getting adopted, right? Like, there's always a heartwarming getting adopted story. But where's the cool getting adopted story, right? Like in the movies, you know? Like when you like, I don't know, get dropped at somebody's doorstep and get kidnapped by poach pirates. Where's that story? Like I wanna see that, right? I wanna see that. That joke is so incomplete, but I've been doing it for like but yeah, like what I'm trying to say is I don't want a kid, you know? I don't want a kid, but like I like the phrase, I got your nose. I like that phrase because it's like lighthearted and fun. But what if it wasn't, you know? Like what if you got a call and someone was like, hey, this is a ransom. Notice anything missing? No? Check again. Still no? Try taking a deep breath and try looking again. This is an old joke. I'm giving you the backstory of every joke. You ever been afraid to shoot your shot? When you like see somebody you're attracted to? You know? Like I was at a bar once, and there was this like girl across the room. Totally afraid to shoot my shot. But then I saw this wanted poster on the wall. Huge bounty. You know, as in booty. I had to bring her in. I'm losing them. But yeah, speaking of anxiety, I've been wrestling with anxiety recently. Yeah, I've tried everything. Arm locks, headlocks. I even tried going, uncle, ah! Nothing beats anxiety. Can you believe that? All right, I'll look for a strong one. I'm gonna stop telling you my problems and try to be somebody who solves problems, you know? What I'm trying to say is, I like to be a therapist, so I think I'll be good at it. Like somebody will tell me their problems and I'll be like, big whoop, all right? Now go, when I said big group, how does that make you feel? Right, slowly winning you back, slowly winning you back. I feel like everybody's eyes are just like panning to the paintings. They're like, what does that mean? Like, is that a happy swan or a sad swan? Most of you can't even see the swan. What was that? People aren't considerate anymore, you know? Like, they aren't. Doesn't matter how nice you ask someone to, I don't know, empty the register at PetSmart. People aren't considerate anymore. I think a PetSmart is the best place to rob. It's like, you don't have to bring a gun. You just point a snake at someone. I'm gonna move on to pets. Anybody here have an aquarium? No one? We have nothing in this room, like, other than mental illnesses. And paintings, that's cool. But yeah, like, but we've gone to homes that have aquariums, right? Yeah, like, I wonder if the fish feel trapped. You know, like, whenever I see an aquarium, I'm like, this is missing one thing, a prison riot, right? Like a good old-fashioned prison riot. I feel like they deserve it, right? Like, they don't get their one phone call. Break the glass. That's a new tag. That's like that joke. I like that joke. Anybody here have like any other pets? Like, I don't know, like a dog or a cat or something? Yeah, you have a cat? Like, I've never had a pet, so like, it's one of those things where like, I wish I had a pet monkey. Yeah, I just want to train something to pick pockets, you know? Like, I'm broke. What can I say? I'm broke. But I'll get personal with you guys. Get personal. Anybody here have a lazy eye? Have a lazy eye? It's weird. Like, I can see the moon and the sun at the same time. I can see straight during a solar eclipse. Like, it's so weird. But like the sun and the moon are like together, you know? But yeah, just. Oh! Anybody here have kinks? Who doesn't? Oh yeah. But yeah, you don't have to tell me your kinks, like, I'll start, right? I like to have some whimsical sex. Yeah, pegging isn't really for me. I'm more of a snow globe in the ass type of guy. Like, wedge it in there, so deep. Like, so deep that the snowman in the snow globe looks around and they're like, I'm so glad there's no sun in here, you know? I'm gonna get serious now, like. A lot of people like to ask, is God real? Is he real? I don't know. A better question is, why did he make cum? Right? And what does it look like? I don't know, like wax from a candle. Like, that's a weird design choice. What's he doing out there? A lot of people like to go, is God a man? Is God a woman? I think God is a toddler, because what the fuck? Who makes cum? Only my friends laughed at that. You want to know how I go to the bathroom? You want to know how I powder my nose? Full disclosure, I tinkle while I'm sitting down. Yeah. I do it facing the other way like I'm riding a motorcycle. And I look down while I'm taking a piss and I go, oh no, an oil leak. Hope nobody drops a lighter. You can't see it, but Will is like shadowboxing in the back. I don't know what the fuck that is. How many beers do I have?
You have like another two.
Another two? Oh, what? Oh yeah. I'm gonna end on this one. I'm gonna end since my time is up. I'm gonna have a joke about time. You know when you go, what time is it? And somebody goes, time to buy a watch. I hate those people. I hate those people so much. I wish I had goons to mess with them whenever they said that. Ah, wise guy. Break his watch. What time is it now? And that's been my time. Give it up for yourselves. Coming out in the rain. Give it up for your host.
Let's hear it for Louie Carroll one more time, folks. Fun fact, no one has ever seen under that bandana. He was born with that. I don't know how it got bigger, it just grew with him.